What's going on, y'all? This is Eli from Men Behind the Curtain, a podcast about everything and nothing all at once. So we did not have an episode this week, so I decided to go ahead and revisit another old movie. The one I'm picked in particular is partly because it has a new movie out in theaters right now, and it's just something I have been meaning to revisit for a while now. If you did gaming in the 90s, this movie was almost a required watch, which is 1995's Mortal Kombat. So let me start off by saying a few things that this movie did do right. First off, the opening sequence is actually pretty cool. The music is cool. Like it survives to this day. There's Shang Tsung. I'm gonna do my best to pronounce it. Hiroyuki Tagawa. I'm probably butchering that. Rest in peace, but he was a phenomenal Shang Tsung. He has been my Shang Tsung for 30 years now. Another one that they did right was Kano. For those of y'all who do not remember this, Kano, in the original game, in the booklet to the 1992 game, he was half American and half Japanese. And this was so well received, they retconned him to be Australian, and he has been an Aussie ever since. I don't like that Scorpion and Sub-Zero were slaves under Shang Tsung, but he does address the fact that they are enemies. And this change to Scorpion was kind of cool for the harpoon to come out of his hand. Also, one thing I do want to mention that they did right was Johnny Cage. So I want you to remember, in 1995, we didn't have story modes to games yet. We just had booklets. So we didn't have a personality yet for Johnny Cage outside of what was written. So the Johnny Cage that we're familiar with now, where he takes everything like nonchalant, nothing is serious, he acts like everything is part of a movie. That actually started in this movie. Like, the way he's talking shit to Goro, this is where you fall down. Like, this kind of actually set that blueprint. Even Christopher Lambert is rated. Yes, it was a white dude, but because it is Christopher Lambert and his voice, it just kind of worked. Except for the part when he's telling them that the fate of the earth rests on their shoulders. Sorry. What was funny about that? That didn't make sense. Some of the main things that really dragged this movie down was poor CGI, a bad green screen in the opening scene, and whatever the fuck Goro was. Plus, it was just bad editing, which in 1995, nobody cared that much, and I talked about this when I talked about The Mummy. Overall, this is a fun movie, but it's not a good movie. And I would also like to point out, while Liu Kang was getting folded by Reptile, Johnny could have helped.